This is Aaron Trader. It is Friday morning and TGIF. Wow, this was a really fast week. A lot of really good trading here in the crude oil and natural gas, a lot of technology here. So remember, what we want to do is finish today strong and go into the weekend very, very happy. Come out Monday shooting. Okay, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, it pretty much says it all right here. Okay, let's take a little big ski. All right, here we go. Bigger up again. Okay, now what do we have here? We had, look at this 8 SMA, how this is rolling up. Look at this. It was calling on the way on down here, coming right down, brought that price down, and now look at it. If we can get above that 21 day, we can push this right up high. Now, when we look at this, it's not like a really true bull flag, but this is kind of like a bull flag going on here. But we have a really nice trading range. Okay, so if you look here at this 21 SMA, 77.46, and then we look at old Hondo here at 79.47, we have a really nice trading range. So what we want to do is trade this range until she breaks up higher, or if she breaks down lower. Now usually the odds of this breaking down lower in this time frame aren't really good, because now we're going into that summer driving in that 4th of July weekend, and then you got to figure August is going to be very, very volatile. That's usually that hurricane season coming there into September. Okay, a lot of big storms coming around here, and that's going to affect crude and natural gas here, so always get prepared for that. So let's take a look at the downside first. So your key levels are going to be right here. Okay, so this is what we need to hold. That's 77.46. If that's lost, we'll come right here to this 8 SMA, 77.08, and then we have this 200-day here. You're sitting at 76.15. Those are all your key support levels, okay? Obviously, if that's lost, then we can just follow the candles on down. But let's just watch that 21-day, that 8-day, and that 200-day. Very, very crucial. Now, the upside. Well, the upside here, what we want to do is we want to look to yesterday's high. Okay, so you're looking at that 78.89. So far today, our high is 78.74. So right now we have what they call like an inside day, which is high and low is in the inside of the previous day's candle. So let's just watch this 78.89. That's what we're looking for. And then this is going to be crucial right here on a closing basis here today. Okay, this is 78.55. That's what we're going to look at now. The price obviously is above that, but this is what we need to do to hold, I should say. That's going to be the key level. Now, a lot of resistance here on the weekly. Okay, so you got that 79.40. We have this 79.64, and then we have old Hondo over here at 79.80, which lines up pretty much right in line here. 79.47, and we have your 200 SMA here, 79.73, and then we have your 50-day all above that at 80.14. So everything is here is pretty much right here in line. When you look at all of this, we really need just to jump above that and get right back above on top of this candle here. Okay, that's at 78.74 up here. We can get above this, all this level here. Okay, that would be really, really positive here. But again, this is a lot of resistance. So let's trade this range, that 21-day and that 100-day. Let's trade this here until she breaks on out. Now, again, if we can break out above all this 79 level here and above this key 80.14, that 50-day, then we have this price channel. See this? 80.52. Okay, so that's going to be very key. You break above that bad boy, and then we're going to come right here, 81.57. Then we look right to the bottom here. You got 82.40, right to the top, 83.30. We have 83.91, and then that's what you're looking for, is that 84.46. You bring that price channel right across. Bring this price channel right across here. You got 85.64, then you bring this price channel here right across. Right on top of that, what you got? 86.18, and then we're looking for this mark right up here, 87.67. That's going to be the breakout here of this chart. Okay, that's going to be all the way up here. So that's right up here. Okay, so this is what we're actually looking for now. When we look at this pattern here, okay, I've been pointing this out here for the last week or so here. See this? This is like a left shoulder building here. Here's your head, and this is your right shoulder. So this could, it doesn't necessarily have to, I'm going to slam this up today. This could take time here to build on up here, and then we could break out. But if you look at the 72.48 at the bottom, and then you're looking here at this 80.62, okay, there's like an 8-point spread on here. So this is where your neckline is. When that reverses, or you just turn that upside down, you can hit that 87.67 very, very easily. Okay, so that's what we're watching for, but let's see if it all shakes out here. So today, let's just trade this 21-day here, key on that, and that 100-day. Let's just trade this range, okay, until she either breaks out above, and she zoomed right on up here like we have on this candle, or if she comes right on down. So just watch that 21-day key support. You can see how nicely it's holding, okay? So we got above it. Even though you spiked down, it closed above, okay? So you go 1, 2, 3, 3 days there of closing back above that 21-day. That's always very bullish, and this 8 days rolling up very nice. Going to provide big time support, just like what we had here, just like we had here. When that price goes above it, this is what you get. That price goes above, down it, that's what you get. Now, RSI 52, looking, I think got plenty of room to run. Look at here, your green over your red, that was the buy signal. When that green clicks over that red, that's the buy signal to take right on up. Okay, now here, the green here you're working at is trying to go sideways, trying to zoom right on up. If we can get above all this candles here, let's just say all the way up to here to this 80.62 level. Okay, if we can get above this here, then this here would cross over here and we can send this price up much higher here. That's what we're kind of looking for here. But let's just see how this all shakes out. So just trade this range until she breaks. All right, let's take a look at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. So let's just tune into that bad boy and see what's going on here, okay? So you can see this nice series of higher highs, higher lows, came right on up here. But then it sold right on off here because what we had here, if you look at this, okay, you have your head, your left shoulder, and your right shoulder, okay? So you almost had like a inverse head and shoulders pattern, came all the way down. Now, if you want to learn about head and shoulders patterns or candlesticks, just go on my playlist. I have a video there all about that. And matter of fact, I look at it every week here just to get refreshed, just to stay sharp. But if when you notice this, this is the same thing that happened all the way down here. See, when it rolled all the way down, it held that 100-day, came over here, held that 100-day, but it also held that 50-day, and that's the same thing it's doing now, okay? So this is why you always want to trade the charts and say, oh, where's it going? Well, if you lose that 8-day, then you watch the 21-day. If it loses that, then you watch that 50-day. Now you can see how nice that it's holding, okay? So what we want to do on the upside is we want to watch that 2.96, and then we want to watch that 3.02 level here on your 21 days, your 8-day, your 21-day, and then we can come over here to the top of this candle. You're looking at that 3.09, and then you can just keep working yourself right on up. There's that 3.123, and then we have that with 3.159, okay? But as long as you're holding that 50-day, this is good because that series of a low, higher low, higher low, higher low is still all very, very much intact, okay? Now, again, if that 50-day is lost, then we look here down that price channel. Okay, so you're looking at that 2.89, and then we can just follow it all the way down here until you get down to that 2.77 level here. But right now, this is still looking very good trading in that range. So when we look at the hourly chart, we just bring that price channel right on over here. So now what we have here, if you look at the bottom of this candle and the bottom of this candle, okay, so you look here, okay, what do we have? 2.86, and then what do we have here? Okay, 2.89. See this? We have yourself a double bottom situation going on here. So now we got to see if it can rally right back up here, take off to that price channel at that 3.02, and then just keep working it right back up here. See this? All the way on up until we get to that big retest. So we got to see how it's going to shake out today. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily chart. Okay, here we have the old daily chart. Now, what we had is you have a really nice 5 days here. See this? Higher lows, higher highs, very, very nice. Then we had that inside day situation. But yesterday, what you had is half that candle, and then you lost that low, and that's always the first time. But what we always do is we look at your key support levels, which is this 8 simple moving average here, okay? That's your key, 2.94. That's what we're looking for. Obviously, if that's lost, then we're going to come right down here to this 21-day here at 2.75. Now, there is support here underneath that. Don't get me wrong, okay? So even if you lose that 8 SMA at 2.94, we can come to the bottom of that candle there. You're looking at 2.86 here. You have another right here. You got 2.72. And then we can come here to the 21 days. So there is support levels here. The easiest way here is just go right to the left of the chart here where you have that 2.92. Then we have 2.85. You have 2.79. And then you have 2.75. Okay, that's all what you're looking for. You just follow these candles right here. That's your support levels before we hit that 21 SMA here. But your 8-day, you got to look at how positive it is. 21-day, 50-day, bottom left, upper right. That's what you always want. Now, again, if we hold this 8 SMA here, okay, this could be a nice good shot, just like we had on here, to take this right back up again here, okay? So what we're looking for on the upside for your resistance levels is this 2.989. That was today's high, okay? Then what we do is we look at right here, 2.99. Then we're going to look here over at yesterday's high, okay? So what are we looking here at yesterday's high? You're looking at 3.091, and then we'll come up here, 3.132, and then right there, 3.159. That is your big breakout level and your retest, okay? So right now, as long as you hold that 8-day, could be just like this, sold down, and then you could rally right back up here, okay? So this is, I'll be looking for trades here. As long as it holds that 8-day, I'll be trying to scalp UNG here long, okay? Very, very easy. Now, if we break above that 3.159, that price channel here, then all we do is look to the left of the chart, and this is where you're looking for. That's your next resistance, okay? At 3.189, we'll come here at 3.23. Then we have 3.37, and then there's your big target there at 3.39. Okay, very simple. And then look to the left here. See this gap? 4.40. Look to the bottom of this candle, 4.45. Your gap, your fill, and then your big retest up here at 3.64. Okay, so all we have here is just a little pullback for a couple of days. So we got to see how today shakes out. You hold that 8 SMA. This could be a very, very good long, right all the way back here to retest that high at 3.159. Okay. Obviously, if this is that 8-day is lost on a closing basis and we lose yesterday's low, that's the key. Okay. You lose that low at 2.898, then your target here is going to be this right here, your 21 SMA here at 2.755. And obviously, if that comes down, you can come down to this 200-day, but then we'd be trading this box here again. Okay. So it's really no big deal here. Natural gas is coming into its own. So you get any kind of storms, any kind of disruptions, which is headed our way here with all the hurricanes and all the bad weather. Bad for people, but good for traders. Okay. So we had this negative divergence that I pointed out. See, we have a high here. Okay. We had an even higher here, but we had a low there. See that? Negative divergence. However, okay, it came down, but you notice that you're holding this level right here. Okay. Okay, so you're just below that 70 mark, but you're holding this key level here. You're at the 62 level, which is good, which you can ride this a long, long ways. Now, your green is still above your red. It's starting to pinch in here, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Okay, so always watch these little bit of signs here to give you that edge. But today, watch that 8 SMA. Okay, if you hold that, then we just follow these candlesticks all the way to the retest. If you lose that 8 SMA here, then it's a good short ski all the way down here to your 21-day. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading, and we'll go see what natural gas is doing, what crude oil is doing, and then we always throw something else in the old mix. Now, remember, this is Friday. So what I usually do on Friday is I usually trade like 5,000 shares, okay, of the crude oil or of the natural gas. So I usually cut that down to probably around 3,000 shares because it is Friday. You don't want to go take any kind of a losses or anything on Friday, but use stop losses. So if you are going to take a loss, it's going to be small, it's going to maintain. But remember, when you use a stop loss, my always rule is, okay, you get stopped out. But that doesn't mean you can't get back into the trade, because a lot of times it'll come down, it takes your stop off, you lose a little bit, okay? But you can get back in the trade. I used to do that 3 times. After 3 times, boom, that's it. I'm done with that trading for that particular commodity or whatever for that day. But there's a lot of good stuff out there to trade, so never get discouraged. Okay, you can always get back in. But if you're going to lose, every trader is going to lose. You're never going to make on every trade. There's a lot of trades where a lot of times I put break-even stops. I've hit so many break-even stops there, or a 1% low stop. That's all part of trading. The key is you want to make it more on the upside than you do on the downside. Okay, thanks for watching.